Welcome to Pub Talk, the unofficial official craft beer podcast of Oklahoma, where we're all about the three B's, beer buddies and bullshit. I'm Michael, and with me as always is a man who'd rather not drink in the dankest of fog mist, but would take that over the summer heat during the month of August, Jeremy.
Hey, yo.
As always, if you like what you hear today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button wherever you're listening to us right now, and show us some love all over social media at Pub Talk Podcast. All right, let's get in the first round.
You know, they brew 10,000 bottles of beer a day. I drink 45 off the assembly line, and I'm the asshole.
What are you drinking today?
Well,
Do you have a line of beers?
no, I don't. We'll see what. Well, first, let's just say I'm drinking out of my OG Prairie Glass from our birthday bomb pint night many years ago. Just a tip for bar owners out there: maybe don't offer folks as many as they can drink and as many glasses as they want to take home of a 15% beer. But I digress. I thought I'd kind of keep it a little retro drinking out of that glass because I've got a Prairie beer. It's been a minute since we've really talked about them on the show, I think. It's Sunday Service.
Oh, okay.
Sunday spelled like the ice cream. So it's a hot fudge Sunday inspired bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with fudge, chocolate, vanilla sprinkles, peanuts, and cherries. It is, I don't see it on the label, but I think it's like 14% alcohol by volume. So, and of course, as always, the label is pretty nifty.
Right on.
And this probably says something about me and my lack of. I'm a heathen because I know it's supposed to make me think about church. It makes me think about Brandon Clark at Mercury Lounge. The name does.
Yeah, makes sense.
Which I think they just celebrated 15 years of that Sunday service there. So that's awesome. Congrats to them. Yeah, it's good. I get a lot of the vanilla, and I can taste some of the nuts, the peanuts. I should enunciate even better. Peanuts. I don't get a ton of cherries or anything, but it's got a nice little barrel aftertaste. I like it. I feel like, and I know Prairie's still around and stuff, you don't necessarily hear folks in the craft beer world talking about them a whole lot anymore. I don't know. This is good. 4.333 rounds because it's holy.
I don't get it.
Isn't that thing like the Trinity and all that shit?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm a heathen, so I didn't get that.
It's like, fuck, maybe I'm wrong.
No, that makes sense. Oh, man, that's funny. You know, I was thinking when you started talking about that one, I do not know the last time I had a stout. It's been a fucking minute. And I miss those.
Yeah.
Do one of those the next time we do this. And actually, probably one of the few beers you could have drank that I would have known anything about because nobody posts on fucking Twitter except for fucking Prairie repeatedly. And I wanted to try that one. Sounds awesome.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
I
am drinking. I'm on this whole weight loss kick right now, so trying to drink some lower calorie stuff. And I'm drinking a beer from Coop Ale Works. It's their Ice Chest IPA.
Oh, right on.
Back here, wherever. It is, of course, IPA, 4.3% ABV. It says 99 calorie IPA. Something about floating down the river. It's good. I want to say surprising because I don't normally expect a whole lot of flavor out of some of these that are lower calorie, lower whatever, but this has real good, nice smell to it, which kind of took me back a little bit. And it tastes good. I dig it. I brought a second one just in case I drink this one too quick, because I might.
Hey, at 4%, you can afford to.
14%, I probably fall over during the podcast.
Yep. I'm taking it slow on this one.
I don't know about rating it. I mean, it's decent beer. 3.5. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Good, easy drinker. Good for
Yeah.
summer, even though summer's almost over.
Yeah, I had that one early part of the summer, probably May or maybe April. I don't know, which isn't summer. That's spring. But anyway, I think I killed a 6-pack in a sitting. So
I'm going to try not to.
yeah, no judgment.
Hey. So shit. Stuff's been going on, probably.
Probably.
What has been going on? Hey, we did a spotlight episode for the first time in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's harder to schedule those now with as many different things are going on, but we're trying to get back to like one a month or so. Yeah, we did an episode with the Nook a couple weeks back, 3 weeks back, I think now. I had been talking to them about doing it, wanting to do it since basically they opened or right after they opened. But you know, the world is what it is, and other life shit like babies and other stuff coming up for both of us, and we just weren't able to make it out there until July. But and they're killing it out there in Broken Arrow, in my opinion. I enjoyed the show. I hope everybody else got a chance to listen and go check them out if you haven't been out there yet. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Enjoyed it.
Cool little spot, kind of off the beaten path a little bit. I told you when we got there, it took me back 15 fucking years because I used to drill out there, went up and down that street all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
I was a little worried when I was going out there. I'm like, am I going the right fucking direction? And there it was. So
yeah,
point. It's like, fuck, I'm gonna have to text Jeremy and tell him I got lost. But then it was right there. Good space, a lot of space in that fucking place.
Yeah,
inside and out. Looks like it'd be a good spot to go to, hang out.
Yeah. Yep. And then I guess, well, I should throw out there the Stonecloud release for Orbit 4 was last week. So I put in my order online, picked up a few of those. Man, I literally just drove down to Oklahoma City and had one beer at Prairie OKC and then picked up my Stonecloud and came the hell home. But I'm not drinking that on the show basically because I bought 4 bottles and I've been through one already, and that would have been a second one. And I'm like, I should try to savor these a little bit, but it's fucking good. No surprise there. I'm mad at myself because for Orbit 1, I only had it on draft and I didn't get a patch, and I've got the patches for all the other years. It's bullshit. But I really like their system. I was not sure, and of course, we don't have to spend a lot of time on this, but with the Delta variant stuff, I guess it makes sense that they still kept it online. But I wasn't sure because for a while there, it seemed like everything was going back to normal, if they were going to do online again or not, and if they had done something where you had to wait in line for hours. I don't know that I would have been able to do that. So I was glad they did the online. I hope they continue to do that.
That's one thing coming out of this, or hopefully coming out, whatever, from this pandemic is the online ordering shit. Hopefully just keep that.
Yeah.
Do they do is it a different thing each year? I'm not as familiar with the Orbit. I've only had a couple of them. Is it different than last year's version?
Well, yeah. I mean, usually just different barrel aging, I think. Last year's was like a barley wine stout blend. This year's is just a stout, but it was blended in 2 different barrels. I don't know. It's fucking tasty. Like I said, I've had all 4. It's hard for me to, without drinking them side by side, say which one's my favorite, but Orbit 4 is really good.
Right on. Is it always during whatever August during the summer?
Well, it's their anniversary beer, so it's usually around now. I think last year it was slightly later probably for COVID reasons, but I definitely remember last year the release weekend was the same weekend Tom Chalice died.
Oh, okay.
Because I happened to be down there like the night or the morning after that news broke, the previous night. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of been the extent of my beer adventures, other than the occasional happy hour or something like that. It's number one, trying to drink less because, like you said, kind of not trying to gain any more weight after I did plenty of that during the pandemic last year. So in this new pandemic, I'm trying to be smarter, or this continuing pandemic, and then having the baby and stuff, and just generally trying to grow the fuck up as I close in on 40 next year. So, but but on that note, we got 2 festivals next month. So
I didn't even look at the date of the harvest when I bought it. It's next month too.
yeah, it's 2 weeks after TCBI. Which here I'll pull my. Hold on. Do I have it up? Yeah, I'll pull my screen up here.
Yeah, you sent that info, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just go buy it. And didn't even look at anything. So I need to go email and flag that shit so I can.
I didn't really look at it either. I just was like, oh, I want to go to that. So yeah, Harvest Beer Festival coming back at One Oakfield. I am a little bit curious to see if anything happens with any of the stuff that's coming up, given shit's going wild again with the numbers for COVID and everything. But
man, I went to fucking Walmart in Catoosa, and when I walked in, they're like, "You want a mask?" I'm like, "Whoa."
yeah,
One, it's weird because I'm in Catoosa, and you guys didn't say that shit all last year, but now I'm like, and I'm missing out on, not on social media, so I'm missing out on a lot of the fucking updates in regards to that shit. So it kind of took me back a little bit.
Yeah.
2019, I forgot all about that. It was a wild time.
Yeah, that was. Yes, it was. That is accurate. Hopefully, we can prevent ourselves from going to another festival afterwards.
Yeah, so don't schedule one on that day.
Dicks. Yeah, that's that should be a good time. That was one of the things I was going to bring up, was it was back, and then here, we'll just keep on going down the list here. I don't know if you saw this. I think it was probably on Twitter.
Yeah, it was.
So the Craft Brewers Association of Oklahoma announced the Oklahoma Craft Beer Trail, which I don't want to shit on anything, but we've had a beer map on our page for a couple of years now. Just saying.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a cool idea though. They partnered with the Oklahoma Department of Agro-Tourism. So the maps will be available at, the Craft Brewers Association's website, Travel OK's website, and then at the different welcome centers across Oklahoma. So it's got all the different breweries listed. It looked like it was everybody, whether or not they're a member of the CBAO.
Oh, right.
I mean, unless everyone has joined, which I would be surprised by. But yeah, it had places that last I knew were not members. I know they have added quite a few new members, but anyway.
Because that even had all those like brew pubs and shit, right? Like in Oklahoma City or
right.
Those places. Or
yeah, it had a couple things that I hadn't heard of too, that were brew pubs. So
yeah.
But anyway, check that out. And actually, I think most of the breweries right now have. Well, I don't know what the hell I did with it. They're giving away the stickers. Did I already put it on the wall? Maybe not. I don't know. They're giving away the stickers and everything, and the brochures about it. So if you're interested in doing the beer trail, pick one of those up. I was looking at it and I'm like, well, I've pretty much done the beer trail with a few exceptions. It's like, doesn't mean I won't do it again, but yeah.
I'm a fan of Brian's artwork. I've said that before, but I like his streamlined looking way he does stuff. Looks cool.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see what else. We got our friends 903 Brewers out of Sherman, Texas. A couple weeks back announced plans for their new location. They're blowing up. They're expanding to all kinds of different states. I've seen a couple different things from them lately about different states they're now distributing to.
Really?
So they needed to grow out of that facility that they're in now. They're in Sherman, and they're staying in Sherman, but they're kind of moving basically across the highway. So this, what I've got pulled up here now for you video folks, is like a rendering or whatever they posted on their social.
Oh.
Looks
And
like it's going to be massive.
Yeah, and they had a pretty decent. I mean, the area not the coolest, but
Yeah.
as far as like the amount of space they had for brewing and shit was pretty big when we went down there. That was what, a couple years ago, a few years, whenever the
Yeah,
fuck
that was 2 summers ago, that's certainly available in the archives still if anyone wants to check that out and see what their current space looks like. And it's only a 3-hour drive from Tulsa to get down there to check them out. So, but yeah, it looks like there's a map of where it's going to be, the red circle there versus the yellow thing is their current location. So it's not very far at all. But I don't know. I'm excited for them. I think, I'm sure once this is done, and I don't know exactly when it's anticipated, but when it's done, I think that's worth us making a trip down there.
Sure. Yeah. That's awesome. Good for them. Them and fucking Tup's getting big places down there.
I know.
Pretty awesome.
I know. And the last thing I wanted to bring up is the fine folks over at Fat Toad, which, man, they're just awesome people. Over in Pryor, the last day for their current tap room just happened Friday. So they are imminently moving into their new tap room. I have not seen a date on that, and I haven't reached out to them, but that's another one that, like, as soon as that's open, I want to go support them, check that out, because, man, talk about I've never felt more welcome when we did a podcast.
One of my favorite podcasts that we've done. One of the most enjoyable times ever. Like, it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that going to Pryor.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So it was really, really, really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff that's been on my radar anyway, the last 2-3 weeks.
Right on. Well, I'm going to get to go. We're actually going to take a little few days, take a road trip down to Dallas. So I think I'm going to stop, pick up some beer and bring it back and drop off some for you. But I think I'm going to stop by that Lost Street on the way down there. Okay. Actually, fuck. If you get a chance, will you look at their social to see if they have beer to go, like crowlers or anything? Because it doesn't say anything on their website.
I'll do it right now.
I'm glad I checked too, because they're only open Sunday, and we're leaving, like, we'll be gone Sunday through Wednesday or Tuesday, and they're not open up Monday or Tuesday. So I got to stop on the way down there. If they have beer.
Talking about Lost Street, right?
Yeah, the Durant one. Is that the one in Durant?
You said Lost Coast, which is a different brewery.
Oh.
Or I misheard you, because that's a brewery that was one of my early craft experiences. Yeah. Let's see. It doesn't really appear to say, but I'll keep an eye out, see if they post anything about it.
Awesome.
All right. Message them.
Then also we're going to Grapevine, so we're gonna take the kids to Legoland and shit down there.
There you go.
And there's also there's a brewery in Grapevine. They have like a whole pickup order system, so I can just put it in order and go pick it up. Which is
what's the name of that one?
Tapping Point, Snapping.
Yeah. Hop and Sting.
Hop and Sting. There you go.
Yeah, that was on my list when we were down there in April, but we didn't make it because it
was
a little bit further away from the area we were going to be in.
So I'll pick up some stuff from them too, bring it back.
Nice.
Don't know if we'll stop anywhere else, but those two for sure.
Okay.
And then, yeah. Surprised they only have one brewery, but I guess I don't know how big Grapevine is.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty major suburb down there. That's where that big mall is, Grapevine Mills Mall.
Yeah, and apparently the Legoland and shit is a part of that. Like, it's a massive place. Yeah.
I knew they had a rainforest cafe.
Yep, we're going there. Showed a video of that to Amelia, she lost her fucking mind.
I bet.
So yeah, going to an outlet mall, and never, like, I think we talked about an outlet mall recently for some fucking reason, and haven't been to one since I was a kid. So Ashley's excited about that too.
Right on.
It's good stuff.
That's awesome.
Next Sunday. So I can't do a podcast next Sunday if we do one.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to try. Oh, I should mention, I keep forgetting to bring this up on the podcast. I am now a Trophy Club member, the Elk Valley Brewing beer membership. I had thought about it for a couple of years and finally pulled the trigger this year because I was like, it's 6 releases a year. If I needed to, I could probably, because Joe and Nikki joined too. I'm like, I could probably split the pickup duties with them if I really wanted to, but really, it just gives me an excuse to drive down to Oklahoma City 6 times in a year and pick up beer there and elsewhere. But I'm excited about that. The launch party or whatever for this year is 2 weeks from today, the 22nd.
Right on.
So probably hearing me talk a lot about that for the next year and possibly beyond. I have no reason to doubt it won't be and beyond because I've heard nothing but awesome things about the people that have joined that club, which, look, everybody says it's the best one in Oklahoma. I got no reason to doubt it.
They make really good fucking beer. Plus that one, isn't it way more reasonably priced than some of the other ones?
Especially, more bang for your buck and yeah, I don't know. I still have, I still feel guilty for the whole Brewers Union thing like 3 years ago, and maybe Elk Valley didn't get as much of a shine on it as I would have liked. So I definitely want to talk about their beers and I don't know, rectify that a little bit.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck the regular beer is really good. So
exactly, yeah. Yeah, fuck, I could put away their what is it, the 10 Killer Pilsner? I could put that away all summer.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Pale Ale, yeah.
And those Nemesis beers are always really good whatever versions they make of those.
I gotta be careful with those. That coffee Nemesis, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that a lot. I don't know. Probably review some of the beers on here, even though you can't exactly go get them places.
Why not?
No.
Other people might want to get their membership because of it.
Sure.
Help people out. Might help push them over the edge.
Wow, they sold out quick.
That's awesome. Just realized I made the little thing out of the. So again, thank you for picking that beer up.
Oh yeah, of course.
I really love that fucking label.
Yep.
Jeremy, close this motherfucker down.
That's going to do it for another episode of Pub Talk. If you like what you heard, find us on social media at Pub Talk Podcast. Hit the subscribe button wherever you're listening or watching so you never miss an episode. And find us on the web at pubtalkpodcast.com. And as always, never forget there's nothing in life too big or hard you can't handle it over a few beers with your good friends. Until next time, just chill. Till the next episode. Peace in the Middle East.